Today we honor Saint Peter Claver, the Jesuit priest known as the slave of the slaves, who became a living witness to the Church's teaching on the dignity of every human person. Peter Claver was born in 1580 in Catalonia, Spain, into a deeply Catholic family. As a young man, he entered the Society of Jesus and was formed in prayer, study, and missionary zeal. During his training, he befriended Saint Alphonsus Rodriguez, the humble Jesuit porter who told him, "God is calling you to the New World." Peter obeyed. He left Spain and sailed across the Atlantic to Cartagena, in modern-day Colombia, the busiest slave trading port in the Americas. What he found there was heartbreaking. Month after month, slave ships arrived carrying hundreds of Africans who had endured the horrific Middle Passage, starvation, disease, and despair. The moment the ships docked, Peter climbed aboard with food, fresh water, citrus to fight scurvy, and medicine. He personally washed wounds, comforted the sick, and whispered prayers to those near death, baptizing them so they could meet Christ as his children. But his mission did not stop with first aid. Peter learned their languages, taught them the faith, and stood against their mistreatment, boldly reminding slave owners that these men and women were not property but persons, beloved by God. For over 40 years, he ministered tirelessly, baptizing an estimated 300,000 souls, hearing confessions, and even converting sailors and merchants who had trafficked in the slave trade. In his final years, illness left him nearly forgotten and neglected. Yet even in suffering, he offered his life as a prayer for the very people he served. Pope Leo XIII would later call him the patron of all missions among the Negroes, canonizing him in 1888. Saint Peter Claver's life reminds us that evangelization is an act of mercy, not just with our lips, but with our hands, our presence, and our courage. We must speak to them with our hands before we try to speak to them with our lips. Saint Peter Claver, pray for us.